Hi guys, Dino Vinyl Times back again. Now I'm going to do a quick vinyl update, and this is going to be quick. I'm not going to talk about too much of what I've got because there's quite a bit here. So I'm going to try and keep these videos short, as I keep always saying. I'm going to try and keep them short. So I will. This is a mixture of stuff that I've shop bought and a box of vinyl that I bought off of a woman that lives in my town last week. I bought a box, must have been about at least 200 old LPs and 7 inches mixed in together. Some really good stuff in there, and some stuff that was not so good, and some stuff that's just not on my cup of tea, which is probably good. So I've decided to put it on eBay. So if anybody's interested in seeing what that was, I think I've already posted it in the VC Facebook. So if anybody's interested, take a look. A lot of 80s stuff, Depeche Mode, Simple Minds, stuff like that. But so anyway, just to go through this quick, some 7 inches and some albums. So first up, I'll do the 7 inches. I'll just rattle these off quite quick. First off, I got, this is Athlete, UK band. Don't know if a lot of people know. This is Tourist. This is Half-Life. Sorry, limited edition picture disc, and it's still sealed, which is pretty cool. I picked this up in a charity shop for 99p. Well, actually, it was less than 99p because it was 3 singles for 99p. So I was buzzing about that. It's a promo copy as well. It says on the back there, promo copy, not for sale. You can see that. Yeah, it says on there. They had the track. Probably the biggest track they had was Wires. Back in, that must have been about 2003, I think. But yeah, that was pretty cool to get a sealed picture disc. So yeah, happy with that. What else did I pick up? This is actually a couple of eBay purchases. This is the band. This is Hurricane by the Warm Jets. This single came out in, I think, '98, and I really enjoyed it. I first heard this off of a compilation album called Shine, which sort of does sort of indie Britpop music back in the day, and they used to release sort of compilations once a year, and Shine 10 had this track on it by the Warm Jets, and I really liked it. So I thought, it'd be great to get it on vinyl. And then I noticed it was a limited edition coloured vinyl, and I really like this. This is pretty cool. It's like copper wire colour, but it's really nice, and it's quite heavy vinyl as well. But yeah, it looks. I don't think that's really doing it justice in the light there. But it's really sort of vivid copper colour, and and just in a really good condition considering this was released, say, back in '98. The Warm Jets. I haven't really got much else of their stuff. Not really listened to much else of their stuff. I think they only had one studio album. If anything, check that one track out. They're pretty cool. So I was happy with that. Next up, I saw this again. This is one of the singles I got for 3 for 99p. Picture sleeve of Kate Bush Babushka, which is one of my favourite tracks of hers. It's pretty cool to get that. Next up, this was Talking Heads, and this is Blind, I think it's called. I just saw Talking Heads 7-inch single, so I bought it. It looks pretty cool. There's absolutely nothing on the back though, so I haven't even looked at these or checked them out really. I just, because it was 3 for 99p and I really wanted that picture disc, I just sort of grabbed the 3 that I kind of saw. So I need to check that one out. I think it's called Blind. Yeah, and then the back side, the B side is Bill. What year is that? Is there anything there? 1988. It's in a nice cover. It's cool. So I'm adding my Talking Heads together. Quite happy with that. Next up, in the same shop, I got 3 7-inch singles by The Fall. I've not really listened to a lot of The Fall stuff, hardly anything, but I really want to get into them. The whole Manchester scene I'm quite into, with regards of sort of the Smiths, the Buzzcocks, like I say, Howard Devoto magazine, people like that. I've just started to get into recently. So I know the four were from Manchester as well. Mark Smith. So yeah, I found these all three. So I've got White Lightning, Telephone Thing, and Popcorn double feature. So it's really cool to get those, and they're really good condition as well. So I'll have a little spin of that. I've not even played these yet, so I'll have a little spin of these later. But yeah, I really like to get into the Fall and hopefully find some more of their stuff. I've seen a few documentaries on the Manchester music scene around that time, obviously with Joy Division as well, and then later on into New Order and that. So it'd be interesting to see where these. There's a few other bands out there. The Durutti Column, I wouldn't mind trying to get a hold of some of their stuff as well. But yeah, so I was really happy to find those. And again, they were 3 for 99p. I think they've got to be. They're pretty cool. That's a good find for 99p, I think. Next up was another Talking Heads. I might have shown this. I'm not sure. Once in a Lifetime. Well, if I haven't, well, I've got that one, so I'll move on with that. Undertones, Here Comes the Summer. Again, I might have shown that. I'm not sure, but happy with that. Move the dog out of the way of the thing. Yeah, more Manchester bands. Blue New Order, Happy Monday. Sorry, what am I even talking about? Sorry, New Order, Blue Monday, 7-inch. I have this on 12-inch, and I did have it again on 12-inch, but John Staffhouse got the other one, as I sent it him to his, because I already had a double. So, and now I've got it on 7-inch, which is pretty cool. So that's happy days. More Manchester bands. I finally got asked by the Smiths. I get in this from the same record shop. All the 7-inch singles. I don't know if I think I've shown them all now. I've got a few of them. I've got 8 in total so far. I want to try and collect them all if possible. But these all came from the same shop. But I think they're just like drip feeding them into the shop. So yeah, and I mean it was £3, so you know that's pretty cool. And Asks is one of my favourite Smith songs as well. So yeah, that's cool. What else did I get? Oh, a De La Soul 7-inch of I Know and Mac Daddy on the left. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like De La Soul. I have their album I was playing out the other day. So that was pretty cool to find. Again, 49p from Charity Shop. Dirt cheap. Next up, some Supergrass. Richard III by Supergrass, which is an awesome guitar track in my opinion. If you haven't heard it, definitely check it out. But it's also on yellow vinyl, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, so I was well happy to get that. I want to get some Supergrass albums, but again, anything to do with Britpop in the 90s, their albums are well expensive, so that may have to wait. I also got This Is Grace by Supergrass, again on sort of this kind of marble effect pink. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of a marbly, pinky, swirly effect. The camera's not obviously doing it justice, but yeah, there was a couple of eBay items I picked up. I know there's a few more in their sort of series of those to collection, so yeah, that was pretty cool. Now onto the LPs. I have to make sure I've got here. So yeah, added to the Jam collection. Finally got sound effects. This was like £3 from my local record shop, so I was happy about that, and it's a pretty good nick. Sort of nice pictured in the sleeve card there. So that's pretty cool. And the Jam collection's coming on a little bit now. This next two came out of the box of records that I bought from the lady down the road from me. I got Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine, and also Move on the City, a whole lot of Rosie live, and It's So Easy live as well. 12-inch sort of, what do you call it, an EP I suppose, I don't know. But yeah, 1986 Guns N' Roses, so pretty happy with that. I played it, sounds great. Next up, this is Madness 7. I suppose that's what it's called. Yeah, Madness 7. Somebody's kindly put which I don't mind, a Lambretta sticker on the album. Massive. I like Lambrettas and I like Vespers and scooters in general, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I haven't played this one yet, so I don't know if it's beaten up or what, but it looks okay. Next up, this is B-Sides themselves, Marillion, which is quite funny because Ocean Colour Scene have got a B-Sides compilation called B-Sides, E-Sides and Free-Sides, and one of the songs on there is called B-Sides themselves. So yeah, that's the Marillion one. I haven't really heard a lot of this yet. Well, I haven't played it once, but I just got it because it looked pretty cool. I like the artwork, and I'm sure it will sound pretty good. So yeah, happy with that. Next up, bit of the Liverpool Brit pop scene. This is the Real People. The Truth, little EP again. This was about £2 in a local charity shop in good nick. The Real People weren't that big, not as big as some of the other Liverpool bands at the time, but they, again, I think I've spoken about this, they went on to help produce Oasis's first album. So yeah, they're quite influential in Oasis's career at the time when they started out. So yeah, it's always good to know where influences come from and stuff like that. Next up, some more relevant Manchester. I think I've posted this one a few times because I'm so happy to get hold of this. This is Ian Brown's Unfinished Monkey Business. I've had this album on CD since it came out, the day of release, because I remember getting it for my birthday with some birthday money I had back in the day. One of my all-time favourite tracks by him, Corpses in Their Mouth, sorry, I should say, is on this, and it's just an amazing track. If you've never heard Corpses in Their Mouth, please check it out. It's an amazing track. But yeah, this is on limited edition gatefold, and it comes with a really nice picture book. Some really good artwork in there, some sort of big pictures of Ian Brown, and really nicely done. Show you a quick few. I'm just conscious of the time because I want to keep it short as possible, but yeah, you got some really nice pictures of him in there. I got this actually off of eBay because you just don't really see it that often, and it came up and it was only £13, and that does sound quite a lot for an album, but it was something I really wanted on vinyl, so yeah, happy days. Now this is not going to go in properly. So yeah, that was £13. I was quite happy to pay it, like I say, because I really fancied it. Is that going to go back in? Yeah, cool. That's that one. Next up, this came out of the box of records that I bought. This is the House Martins, London Nil Hole 4. This is really, I was quite happy to get this one. Some good tracks on there, Happy Hour, Get Up on Your Knees. I was really happy. And a nice picture of Fatboy Slim there. I don't know if many people knew that he was in the House Martins as well. Some of the younger guys might have not known that. But yeah, that's a nice, good album. Happy with that one. Next up, a bit of a comedy album. Quite fitting at the moment because this is The Life of Brian by Monty Python. They're just about to get back together, aren't they? I think, if I read the news correctly. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm going to have a little bit of a spin of that, a bit of a comedy record. But yeah, the cover's really beaten up, but hopefully the vinyl will play fine. Next up, my first Deep Purple album. This is Fireball. I hadn't really heard anything of this album until I went to my father-in-law's a few months back, and he got a few of his records out, and he said this was one of the best albums he owned. And I sat there and listened to it with him, and I was like, yes, I really like this. So they had it. Where did I find this? I think I might have got this in a charity shop. I can't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, it's on a nice gatefold. Some nice artwork in the front there. The vinyl's pretty good, and it's played well. I've played it a few times already because I really like that. So buzzing. Next up, some big ones, which I've just talked about this band in my contest video for Dean, and so yeah, I thought I want to add to my Zeppelin collection. Oh, that's the wrong way around. So I bought Led Zeppelin 2. I bought this from my record shop. It was £8, and I thought it was quite cheap for Led Zeppelin 2, £8. I played it through. It plays absolutely fine. It's on the gatefold again. Through there. I know hundreds of you have got this, I expect, but I was really happy to get it. Just to add to the collection. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up is Led Zeppelin 3. Again, I paid about I actually paid £6 for this, which I was quite surprised at. But then I realised that it's fine. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely fine, and it is the one that with the old thing that does spin round, but it's not attached. So it's kind of loose, so you can't really sort of spin it like it should be spun. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I was happy with that, and again, it's on the gatefold. I have played it through, plays fine. So yeah, it was happy days. What else have I got? I can't remember I only had. What else? Okay. This is, what is this? This is a 45 single of, this is just a plain cover, but it's a 45 single, a dusty, I've not even had a chance to clean these yet, of Love Cats, 12 inch from The Cure. So hopefully that'll play alright, give it a good clean. But yeah, there was no cover for that, so if anybody does see a cover, let me know, because I wouldn't mind getting hold of that. Any of the UK VCers out there come across a blank cover, because I know a few record shops now sell just the covers. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Next up, I bought this from my record shop the other day, Beach Boys' Greatest Hits. Yeah, I was really happy with that. Some really, obviously, some of the big hits on there, but they're from the early days. Well, I was trying to find out when this was released. It hasn't got a year on it. But yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. And I think it must be a fairly oldish greatest hits of. Just from the look of the cover itself, it looks like it's got a bit of age to it. So I'll have to check that out with the catalogue number. But yeah, that was pretty cool to get hold of. And then last but not least, this came in that box of records that I bought. So I was quite happy to get hold of this. And it's not the White Album. It is The Wall by Pink Floyd. Yeah, really happy with that. It's in really good condition. I've given it a good clean. You can't really see with the light. Did the old rubber trick, so a lot of the marks did come off. That really works. If you've got white albums and they're a bit grubby and dirty, get a rubber or an eraser, whatever you call it, and use that, and it really worked. It sort of brought it up pretty well, so I was really happy with that. Yeah, everything's there, and it's got this. It's quite a heavy set vinyl, and I know these aren't. I saw this in my record shop the other day in a worse condition than this, and they wanted £45 for it. So, and I got this. Well, I got a whole box of records, and this was in it for £25. So that was a bit of a bonus. And that, I believe, is it. Yes, that is it. My dog's trying to bite my records now, so get out of the way, dog. Yeah, so that's it for the time being. I am hoping to buy some more records soon, but money's a bit tight at the moment. Obviously, we're coming up to Christmas, and I've got plenty to be getting on with as far as regards to playing. So, alright guys, thanks very much for checking in. Yeah, catch you later. Cheers, bye.